Hi, my name's Annalise Carter and I'll be your host during this quick 10-minute presentation. This presentation is really about you, so sit back, put your business hat on and open your mind to the opportunity that is Organo Gold. I want you to know that the information I'm sharing with you is based on facts, not hype, and I respect your time, so I'll move through this as quickly as possible. If you're in a JOB, you know that stands for just obey the boss, right? Are you feeling secure in your job? The harsh reality of life today is that you go to work, come home, kiss everyone goodnight, sit down and watch TV to relax, only to start all over again the next day, if you have the luxury of having a job to go to, that is. The unemployment rate in Australia for 2012 is 5.1%. For 2013, it's currently at 5.4%. So can you be certain that your job is going to be there tomorrow? And if you haven't looked around already, the top 3% of income earners in the world are self-employed and entrepreneurs. We are programmed to look for jobs, not opportunities. And have you heard the saying, the definition of insanity is expecting a different result from the same process? Are you expecting a different result doing the same thing and day in and day out? You have a choice right now. You can pretend that everything is okay, or you can take control of your financial future and do something different. I'm here to show you a proven way to change your life that is hugely successful throughout America and Europe, and it's about to explode onto the Australia and New Zealand markets. Don't you want to be in the top 3% of income earners? Success leaves clues. So let's look at some industry leaders for clues. Let's start with McDonald's. They have a multi-billion-dollar product, and over the past 5 to 10 years, they have completely shifted their focus and business model. Ask yourself, why would a business that has had so much success with its current business model move to another? And how does this relate to you? Remember, success leaves clues, and that's what we're looking for here. McDonald's hired one of Starbucks' top executives and moved their business model from burgers and fries across to focus on coffee and cafe-style food. Why would they do this? Think about it for a second. Every commercial and piece of advertising you now see is all about the McCafe brands. How you can get a coffee with your meal and enjoy a healthier takeaway food. It's all coffee, coffee, coffee. And if you go through the drive-thru and it's breakfast time, they're going to ask if you want a coffee with your hotcakes meal. So how's this working out for them, you might ask? Pretty well, I'd say. Facts and figures don't lie. The top 5 McCafe markets outside of the US has Australia at the top, well above Brazil and Argentina, who are more commonly known for their coffee addictions. It's also rated as the #1 coffee chain in Australia. And many other top industry leaders are following suit. You only have to look around at the fast food chains like Hungry Jack's and Subway, plus Dunkin' Donuts, to see that everyone is jumping on the coffee train too. And let's look at that Dunkin' Donuts logo. They've got a coffee cup in place of what used to be a donut. These companies all have their own successful business models, so why are they moving to something else? Why are they focusing on coffee? Because it stands the test of things like a global financial crisis. It does well worldwide, but more importantly, it's doing well here in Australia and New Zealand. But what about the rest of the world? Everywhere in the world, people are drinking coffee and tea. They're young and old, rich or poor, and everyone loves their coffee. In a down economy or an up economy, coffee never stops being consumed. So ask yourself this question: could you live without your coffee? And coffee's served everywhere you go. You from fast food outlets, service stations, 7-Elevens and bookstores. If you want coffee, you can get it just about everywhere you go, day in and day out. Coffee is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity. And it's become a bit of an addiction, and considering the numbers, this is not hard to believe. Coffee is a $70 billion industry worldwide, and it's also the world's most consumed drink, second only to water. And this next statistic really blows my mind. Coffee is the largest traded commodity in the world, second only to oil. Can you believe that? Only oil is traded more than coffee. But let's look at some local stats. The #1 instant coffee in Australia and New Zealand is Nescafe. Their slogan is 43 beans in every cup. #2 is International Roast, a popular but much cheaper version of Nescafe that's used in many workplaces. And #3 is Moccona. Remember the ad, Moccona have more I loved that, it always made me laugh. And when this was launched, people purchased it because they loved the jar, and it was the first ever freeze-dried coffee to hit our stores. And the figures say it all really. 10 billion cups of coffee consumed annually in Australia and New Zealand, with 3 to 4 cups of coffee being drunk every day per person. 65% of this market is drinking instant coffee. That's in excess of 6.5 billion cups per year. As you can see, the coffee industry in Australia and New Zealand is huge. We love our coffee. And when you consider people are paying up to $5 per cup of coffee day in and day out, you must be able to see the opportunity that's here for us. And what about regular coffee? What's really in a cup? If you're drinking normal coffee from the supermarket or your local coffee shop, you're probably already aware that coffee is very acidic. It lowers your pH level, which can cause things like dehydration and increase your heart rate, to name a few. This means that some people will not or cannot drink coffee just because of this acidity level. Our bodies are made up of over 80% water, and water has a pH level of neutral. So normal coffee turns your neutral pH into a high pH. And this can't be good for you long term. In fact, there are many medical professionals out there that believe acidity levels can have a great deal to do with poor health. It can raise your blood pressure, dehydrate you, and along with other several health issues. And it's famous for the coffee jitters and the caffeine crash that some people experience. What if you could get the same smooth, rich flavor in your coffee, but without the negative side effects? And get this, 1 cup of normal coffee will take you 17 glasses of water to bring your pH level back to neutral. And what if you could get the same great feeling and pickup, but not suffer from the afternoon crash, and something that actually made you feel good? And what about something that made you feel more alert and didn't give you the jitters or coffee crash? The Organo Gold coffee is infused with 100% organic certified Ganoderma lucidum, a herb known to Asia as the king of herbs. Simply Google Ganoderma lucidum yourself and you'll learn all about the local research and studies that have been conducted on this wonder herb. Coupled with this, you will find that the taste is great, smooth and rich. Each cup of coffee is loaded with phytonutrients that help us to nourish your body. In fact, there are over 200 vitamins, nutrients and antioxidants in each cup you drink. Compare this with a cup of freshly squeezed orange juice, which only gives you 17 antioxidants. I know which cup I'd rather be drinking. And our coffee comes in 3 great flavors, black, latte and mocha, as well as a hot chocolate and green tea. So to put this all into perspective for you, people get a great taste in coffee that doesn't give them the coffee jitters or the caffeine crash, and is all packaged together to bring an amazing gourmet coffee that is second to none. People are going to drink coffee every day regardless. We are just providing a better alternative. Our coffee is packaged like an instant, but don't let that fool you. People have the convenience of just pouring hot water into a cup, while at the same time getting that gourmet premium blend with a rich, full, smooth taste. And many people comment on how shocked they were at the taste because they had instant coffee expectations only to admit gourmet elations. And we have people say to us every day how much they love the consistency from top to bottom of every cup. This means you get the same great taste with every sip you take. And there's no bitter aftertaste, which has earned Organo Gold the name Instant Perfection. Organo Gold is led by our visionary leader, Mr. Bernie Chua. His mission is to bring the treasures of the earth to the people of the earth, and he's responsible for bringing the concept of a healthier coffee and Ganoderma to North America and other parts of the world, developing a team of over 500,000 members in direct sales. As well as some great leaders, Organo Gold has partnered with the Napoleon Hill Foundation to provide excellent training and personal development for our Organo Gold distributors. And you can gain access to the renowned world-leading centre and think and grow rich the right way, from the inside out. Now, is this the right business for you? There are a lot of home-based businesses out there, but nothing quite like coffee. Our product is in high demand no matter what the economy is doing. The best thing about this business is that you don't need to be a salesperson to succeed. We simply hand out samples and people will ask you for more. It's that simple. It's just coffee. This is why many people are calling this the greatest opportunity of our time. Numbers back this up. Organo Gold is one of the fastest growing network marketing companies in the world today, and we've only been in business for 5 years. Wouldn't you like to make money on a product that's consumed multiple times a day by the world, not just within Australia and New Zealand? Are you tired of someone trying to convince you to purchase a product to consume that you know you and others just don't need on a daily basis? Let's keep it obvious. You don't have to convince people to drink coffee. They're going to do it every day anyway. Why not offer them a better alternative that's going to stop the coffee jitters and leave them with a rich premium blend taste? Imagine getting paid every time you or someone you know around the world drinks coffee or tea. Regardless of whether you drink coffee or not, billions of people do. And this creates a massive opportunity for you to earn some serious income, even on a part-time basis. Right now, there is an amazing opportunity open to you if you recognize it. So remember, success leaves clues. And so how do we build this business? Simply by giving free samples away. You'll begin to see opportunity all around you and recognize what the big companies like McDonald's and Hungry Jack's have already figured out, that coffee is a consumable product that almost everyone drinks on a daily basis. Let's take AOL for example. In 1980, they offered people 5 to 10 hours of free internet access, and this led to 30 million users joining them. In 2000, Facebook offered free web pages, which created 900 million users setting up their own pages without having to buy a website. And Organo Gold has rapidly expanded through the world just by giving free samples away. Taking action is your next step, and the most important step of all. You can start this business part-time or full-time. It's really up to you. It's your business. It's easy, it's simple, it's coffee. There's no time like the present to take advantage of this opportunity that is knocking loudly. A wise person once said to me, "It's never too late to be who you might have been." To find out about the compensation plan and more information about how you can get started today, get back in touch with the person who introduced you to this opportunity. We look forward to your success and welcome you to the Organo Gold team, as you deserve only the best. Take care.